What's up, y'all? It's Behind Us Podcast.
It's your girl, Pretty Please.
Anonymous.
And today we're gonna do a little get to know us better.
And then we're gonna give a toast to the homegirl who's not here with us, but spiritually she is.
Yep.
Shout out to EXO.
Shout out to EXO Lovely K. Y'all gotta tap in with us.
Come on, let's get to it.
Yep.
So you said we're gonna do a get to know us?
Get to know us better.
Okay.
So I guess you can ask me questions and I can ask you questions.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that's what we're gonna do, cause we gotta get to it and straight to it.
That's so funny. The comments kill me.
No, the comments better, y'all. We put answer some questions, okay?
That's so funny.
Okay, yeah. So going back to Pretty P, for the people that don't know, y'all about to know. She went viral on her Instagram, just kind of embracing her story. And then we're gonna go through the comments and she's gonna answer, okay? She will insert the video of what I'm talking about.
Que no la iba a lograr y ahorita todos están callados. Pa' que bache lo que el morro trae y la matita este la está dando. Ya no la bajo y ni pienso bajar.
So top comments, let's look through them. The first question they wanted to know is, did you ever have your daughter?
Did I ever keep her?
Had her.
What do you mean had her?
Because you were pregnant in the picture.
Did I ever have her? Yeah.
Yeah, like whatever happened. That's what they want to know. Like whatever happened.
I had her while I was still incarcerated. They took me to a hospital. So yeah, I had her still incarcerated, but at a hospital.
Okay, so you did have her. Was it difficult? Tell us the experience, how it is.
Of course, it was very
did you
difficult.
have her in jail?
No, I didn't have her in
Okay.
jail. They don't do that. I know, that's what I thought too, like when I was in
Tell
there.
us.
So, okay, I got arrested on a high-speed chase. I was about 3 months pregnant. I was 19 years old. I was living a very fast lifestyle, very unguided, misguided, la 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 la. I get arrested, I go to jail. I didn't know when I was gonna come out. I had $1 million bond, so I was in there for a minute. And so when the time came, she was actually due Cinco de Mayo, but then I had her on April 20th.
Oh wow.
They induced me, meaning
So it's kind of late?
they made her come out early
Oh.
because I wasn't getting enough nutrients. So the fluid that she lived in was like drying her out. So the bigger she got, the drier it got in there. So it was getting to the point where she couldn't breathe if I waited too long.
Wow, having babies, it's a lot.
Yeah, it was a scary experience in that aspect, but of course also being in there. But I think I had already made my peace with it. I was just waiting for that court date to get out.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And then the other question was, why she get locked up?
I got locked up for running around with thugs. Being a thug. That's the reality. Just you hang out with the wrong people, you're gonna get into.
You are
Dumb
what you hang
shit.
around with, yeah. That's something that my mom always told me, and I never believed it until now that I'm like, okay, that's facts. How long were you in there for?
I was in there for approximately 3 years, and then I got out and still served another year on house arrest.
Oh wow! And how did you handle that? Tell us a little bit about how those 3 years felt, and then once you got out, how did that 1 year felt on house arrest?
When I first got arrested, it seemed like nothing because the consequences didn't hit me yet. I had been arrested before and bailed out and fought the case or whatever, but this situation was much different, much deeper. So at first it was like nothing, but then when I wasn't getting out, it started to really hit me. And to be honest with you, being in there dissolved the old me and created the new me.
Period.
So it was good and bad. It was bittersweet, but I'm very thankful. So
Okay, period.
yeah.
And that's a good mindset for sure, because a lot of people don't learn from their mistakes. It takes a lot to learn from your mistakes. Now, how was house arrest?
House arrest.
Because you said you did it for a year, right?
Yeah, house
Okay.
arrest was okay up until I met my ex, and then I got distracted, and I actually went to jail the last month of my house arrest for violating.
Your time.
And I was pregnant again.
Ah, la morra. You know what? I was just giving her props. I know, watches.
So as you can see, guys in my life have been a downfall.
And what do you have to say like about that? Like, do you think it's an inner or daughter, like for girls, I can probably relate to.
I think it's an inner thing for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever the circumstances may have been or the situation was, at the end of the day, it was up to me. So it's so crazy because I actually convinced my PO. My house
In the
arrest
comments, they're
PO.
calling you dumbass fool.
See, they know.
Sorry.
It's funny.
Like you convinced your PO with
I
what?
convinced my PO the very first time not to violate me. He had me in
And he was like-
handcuffs.
he was
He
like,
took
okay.
off the house arrest thinking he was gonna take me, and I convinced him. And
Oh,
then
wow.
he said, "Okay, I'm gonna give you one more chance," and I still fucked it up.
Damn.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
lesson learned. Like, just do your thing and then move on with your life. Or if you're gonna be a hardhead like me, then I guess deal with the consequences.
What made you overcome all this?
My kids, 100%. My kids.
Okay, period. People said, is it okay to like take your kids to see you?
My kids
Like-
visited me.
Like, do you think like it's okay?
Oh, because
or-
of the picture of
yeah,
my son
yeah,
come seeing me.
yeah. Like, how do you feel with like?
So some people, for example, my co-defendant, my baby daddy, he was embarrassed for his daughter to see him in that state. But then, I explained to him, like, you gotta be transparent for your children to really understand you. If you're gonna hide shit from them, lie to them, how do you expect them to ever trust you or rely on your advice when all you do is be full of shit? So for me, it was like, yes, bring them to me. Show them where I am, if you're bad, but show them that I'm also here still. I'm still here for them.
God.
It was hard though. It really was hard. It wasn't easy. I did it with tears in my eyes, but it got done, and my kids know. Like they know jail is not a good place.
And I feel like she was too small to notice, but I also do
That was
get.
Anthony.
That was Anthony.
That was Anthony in the picture.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he can
Let me see.
And then the baby
Okay,
that
wait.
I had, my mom started to bring her. So my mom took her.
Gotcha.
Mind you, she tried to be all drama, telling about she's not gonna take her. But anyways,
Right,
I
which
was
I
trying to
kind
save
of
her.
get both worlds. Like I kind of get where you're coming, but I also get with like personally me, I wouldn't want my baby to see me. But I also get with like you have to be transparent because that is
and on top of that, like how
like they're
are
probably
you-
like, where's my mommy? Where's my mommy?
That's what
Like
I'm
where's my
saying.
mommy?
Like you're creating a space for your child to think that you're absent. And that
That
to
is
me was
true.
not cool. I was like, I don't care. As long as they come and see me, they're gonna know that I'm still here, regardless of the circumstances. And it's not embarrassing to me. Like, soy not sin vergüenza. It's
You
not
know what?
embarrassing. It's
You
just
can't even
reality.
tell her because she'll tell herself. Okay, so not too much of my girl.
Next.
I'm dead.
Right.
Everybody wants to see how the baby looks. Everybody's wondering, like, if she had the baby. Everyone's being like,
Just
how do you
know-
get pregnant in jail?
Ah!
She already went through that. She was pregnant before going in.
I didn't go. I didn't get pregnant.
Everybody's
in
like,
jail.
where's the baby?
So the baby went with my mom, and she looked just like a little China girl, like a little China doll. She was super white with Chinese eyes.
Güerita.
Super, super white like me. And she's super beautiful now. She's got Becca. She took everything. She took everything.
What do you gotta say to the people? Because most of these comments are like super negative, bro. What do you have to say to like just people bashing you, but yet like not knowing your story? Kind of like judging a book by its cover.
Oh, welcome to my world. Honestly, I don't care. I don't care.
Okay.
People like most of the time, 90% of the time, people's reflection is in what they say rather than what it actually is. How they say, what Sally says about Susie says more about Sally than Susie.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're sitting there chopping your gums about somebody else's life without knowing shit, you're already in the wrong. You don't even gotta say anything else.
Like that.
Dismiss.
Like that. Everybody clip her right now.
Please, cause damn.
And then there's a lot of positive comments too, talking about you did that. Congratulations for trying to make it better.
And
yourself.
again, it reflects on the person.
Right.
Like,
and
you know,
true.
that's beautiful.
Right, because a lot of people have gone through things that they overcome it, and a lot of people tend to hide behind it. When to me, I be like, no, like Pretty P's like standing on it. Like, it is what it is. A lot of people can relate to her. A lot of people might not say it, but they be out there. Well, so yeah, I know people are like, she's fine as fuck. Da, da, da.
She crazy though. Watch out.
No, someone said she definitely stabbed him.
Damn. Why didn't I run him over?
Some people
not
are
promote violence.
No, yeah. Some people are commenting, like tagging people, putting question marks. Some other girls are defending you.
Yeah, I really like that. A lot of girls did stand up and be like, you ain't shit like that.
People are like, bro, once she did her time, it's crazy.
Yeah, it was like actually my first time in jail. Like,
Okay,
really
good.
doing
I think
time.
that's about it.
Okay.
Those are about it. We went through the comments.
Another thing about that video is that I literally stitched it up together, not expecting anything.
To blow up?
Yeah, no, not at all.
Oh wow! It's like,
Bro,
what-
it's
what
so
a
random.
thing. Yeah.
Okay, so my homegirl hits me up and she sends me all these pictures, and I'm like, oh my god, I haven't seen them in forever. So whatever, I hear the song, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna put it together. So then that video of me walking away was that one video that I did. Well, it was that one time that the homie Stripes came down and we did a whole video. Yeah, the skit.
I remember.
So I was walking and then I just clipped it all together, and but that time in my life of me walking in that area was like a time of another growth. Like, I'm, how do I say, because I don't consider myself an influencer. I'm like before that generation. Like, I rather just use whatever knowledge I have to share it out to the world and just be positive. That's really just what it is. I don't want to influence somebody, but I definitely want to be able to share my experiences and just, yeah.
Kind of like just trying to have people relate to you with things that they're going through themselves.
If they want to.
Right.
If they want to. If not, then they don't have to, you know. We're here just to live and to make the best of our lives, and that's what I want to do. And if my life is my garden, so I want to make it pretty, and if people are going to come and look at my roses and smell them, come through, you know? But don't be picking on shit, because I'm going to beat your ass.
Flag that. Okay, perfect. So what's one advice you would give yourself as the younger you? Dang.
I guess, advice?
That you would give your younger self.
I guess just like truly focus on myself and my growth instead of thinking that other people are going to do that for you.
Gotcha. Kind of self-love. Focus on.
Yeah, nobody's going to come save you. So you got to put in the work internally and externally. So yeah, just take that accountability and take it head on and just don't be afraid. Because I feel like I used to run away from things a lot. And that was just like my solution to everything. And when I went to jail, I had no other choice but to face my fucking shit. You know? So then I said, okay, from now on, I made the promise to myself to be transparent with myself, with the people that I love, just be real. And yeah.
Were you a badass little girl in high school?
No. Actually, I wasn't.
You weren't? Oh wow.
I was not.
So it was kind of like I think it was just like the
It
man
was
you were
rebellion
choosing.
and pain.
And the man you was choosing, girl.
The men I chose really reflected like the deep traumas that I had.
Honestly, not even just like in general. Like a guy could be with a girl that's super toxic. Like y'all, you guys will reflect on from each other. Like, no matter if you be like, oh, she's the crazy one or he's the crazy one, both of y'all crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys are
crazy and you crazier for me with a crazy no.
Yeah, but not even that. Like, or you just start to be like someone once you're used to them and like, I don't know, that's crazy. Okay.
Right.
yeah. Do you have any questions for me?
Hell yeah.
Okay, let's get to it.
Hell yeah. Were you bad in high school?
I was.
She said, I was.
I was.
But like, when
yeah.
do you consider yourself bad in high school? Like, what consists of it?
Okay, so I feel like it goes back to my home.
Of
Like my
course.
household.
It always does.
It always does, yeah. So, I'm the youngest out of 6. So me and my brother, like we're all like 10 years separate, but it's gonna be me and my brother that are only 1 year apart. We went to the same middle school. From middle school, 8th grade, that's when shit started turning, yeah. Like she said, like I started hanging out with guys and blah, you know. But as well as my environment, like I know that some people grow up in the hood and they just choose another pathway, and some people do get influenced. And I started getting influenced, and I was just like smoking weed, and I still do.
Hey,
That's what's on me, you know. But as a little ass girl, from there I started getting like to the skate parks, to the ADA, and then from there like girls would just want to beef with me, and I feel like when you're around thugs and all that lifestyle, you gotta have tough skin. So from there, I started like fighting a lot. I got like when it was graduation, I wasn't be able to walk out, bro. It was so horrible. I hated that feeling. I would never want to have that feeling again. I wasn't able to graduate and stuff, you know. Well, I was, but like you know how like they do the walk through like the assembly,
The promotion,
and all that, and they give you your
yeah.
So I wasn't able to do that prior to one of my fights. I fought in school. All this extra. Once high school hit, I continued the same thing, y'all. Like just fighting. I got expelled in and out of schools. Like I went to JCCS. That's like a juvenile school where like districts don't really want to take you because of like the consistent behavior you have. And then yeah, I don't think I was bad, but that's the only bad thing I would do.
What do you think is what raised you to be like that?
I think I was just an angry ass little girl, bro. Like if
Which
you would
makes
dog me,
sense because
yeah.
what other reason are you gonna be fighting for?
Right, like I don't know. Now that I really look at it, I was a pretty little angry little girl. Like I had just so much stuff. So when I was like, I would say like 13, 14, I stopped living with my mom. Well, she like had like a spot in PJ. I didn't want to stay there. Da, 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 da.
You decided to make your own decisions.
I decided to make my own
decided you
decisions.
wanted to be grown.
Yeah,
Same thing.
at
Same
14.
thing. Mm-hmm. Same
So I decided to be grown. I decided to do all this. I met one of my super close homegirls that she's still one of my friends now. Like her family took me in, super humble people. From there, but we were both bad. You know, like I feel like I call her. Yeah, I feel like
hang out with, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's
Now
not
that I think about it.
It's not essentially that you guys are bad. It's just you're both in the same dynamic at home, kind of. Like you're in a situation where your environment is constantly pressing you to be a certain way.
Right.
I was gonna ask you though, in the middle of all this, because you know now you're grown, you see there's consequences. You went through all these things that you clearly kind of regret. What is something that you feel would have switched your life to the best?
A stable household.
Okay. And what did switch for you?
What switched for me? Being in a relationship so young.
Okay.
Like I got a boyfriend.
So then you did get that stability in a way.
Yeah. And that's something like I think that's what it was. Because when you're like on the like anybody lets you do whatever. And mostly as a youngster, like you.
Mainly as a young.
That's
as
what
a
I'm
young,
saying,
because
like
you don't know, you don't have the experience, you don't have the knowledge. When people are trying to tell you, you're not gonna fucking listen.
No,
Because you're grown.
and mostly when you don't have like a stable household. Not gonna lie to you, because it's kind of like how are you gonna tell me when it's like where do I go to sleep?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. You
So
don't have that, like you said, that space, that safety net.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people go through that actually.
For sure.
Unfortunately, very sadly. I had a pretty good upbringing.
Okay,
Did you have a good upbringing?
like, yeah, the only bad thing was that I wasn't stable.
It was just like at one point in your life where you just felt that way and then you crashed out.
Yeah.
Same. I
Yeah.
crashed out at 13.
Yeah.
At 13 years old too.
Yeah. And then from there, okay, I started realizing I was like, okay, like I can't just be fighting and continue to be fighting, even though like I loved it, but
Yeah.
then I like grew out of it, and then I was like, no, like I'm not gonna do that. Da, 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 da.
Good.
I removed myself, and then I also did remove myself like far from the head. You know, like one day, like okay, shit was going real left. So that's when like my sister like moved super up North County from Dago, and she was like, "Yo, bring her to me," you know. So
okay.
that made a huge impact in my life. You know, not being able to go with the homie and the homegirl and like scoop me up, you know, because we're still young, we're like 15. People get whips and there and that, but not all the time, you know. And me, I wasn't gonna take the bus like 2 hours down south, you know.
Right.
So that super helped me too, like just moving the whole environment where you don't have access to shit.
Yeah. Okay, so now as an adult, what is your life?
As an adult.
What is your life now? Like, what is your life? Not life, but te la pasas más. Me speaking Spanish.
No, now we're gonna switch it to Spanglish. Te la pasas
We
like
definitely need to win.
I've definitely grown a lot, and I am super laid back now. Like now,
Yeah,
I don't take things personal. When I was youngster, I would take everything personal, y'all. Like every single little thing, I'll take it personal. For example, if like, let's say, I'm gonna give you like even a household. Like let's say me and my brother were fighting, and like I won't get in trouble. I would like grant resentment to my brother, even though he didn't have a fault. But it's like the things that you're always worried about what other people like. It's everything's personal with every individual.
Actually, I forgot where I read that, yeah, like our brain can have the power of like our own assumptions.
Yes.
Will control
Yes.
the situation
And
in
your
a way.
behavior.
Yes.
Yes.
So, I mean, definitely the brain. We were talking about this earlier. Our brain. We gotta control our brain and
your
really
thoughts.
train ourselves. Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
They'll get the toll of you, fool.
So, do you want kids?
Oh, Lord. She just struck into it. Yeah.
Because you're getting older.
Yeah, I would want kids.
Anonymous.
I would want kids once upon a time.
Cool. Awesome.
But
I think you'd be a dope ass mom when the time comes.
thank you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, I don't know.
It's a big responsibility.
It's a huge responsibility. I'm a dog mom, and I already like that shit already got me like.
Putting your hair out.
Yeah, like ganas start come out, you know, like ew. Yeah.
So what's like one of your biggest accomplishments within the last 5 years?
Self-control. Self-control, not being impulsive, and having over control my mindset, because without that, I would have never grew, never do nothing. And it's not even like, trust me, y'all, I have a job, I have a car, I have all that, but all that shit, you can't have nothing with that if you don't have it here together, okay, y'all? So, to me, I feel like that's my accomplishment, because, like, shit can buy, money comes and goes. Material shit comes and goes.
Yep. Okay, and then
What about yours?
my biggest accomplishment in the last 5 years?
Yes.
I mean, in person wise, I mean, I guess maybe letting shit go, but like in life wise, I think it's just being a mom.
Okay, period. Like
Just
being
being a mom.
able to maintain it.
Sustain it, yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Clap that.
Yeah. I think
That's no
the
joke.
best thing that I'm proud of. Yeah, it's just being a mom. That's like what I'm here on this planet for.
That's what I said. I said, yo,
And then after that,
ahí estamos. Sabías, aquí estamos, ¿a qué hora?
No, but other than that, I feel like with the Hainas, we came a really long way. Like
Yeah.
every little thing we've set for ourselves, we've been able to do.
Mhm.
And as a group,
I
look forward to what's to come in the future. So I'm excited for that. My kids even know what's up. The little baby girl, she always talking about, Mom, play your song.
Play your song, mama. I want to hear my mama on the boot. Come on.
So a little surprise for y'all.
Yes, stay the fuck tuned.
That
I don't
was
think
surprise
y'all
for
ready. I don't think y'all ready. But thank you for tuning in, y'all. Thank you for listening to us.
Yes.
If you could relate to something, just drop a comment. If you ever need to like hit a line up or anything in general, y'all, we do have a link in our bio, y'all, where we have information and all that. So take a look.
Yeah, take a look, tap in, and also I think we should do a Q&A for our guests.
What do you mean?
A Q&A, a question,
Uh-huh.
so that we can answer.
Okay, yes.
Like in the future.
Yeah. Okay,
We
yeah.
already did a little get to know us, but I would like certain questions from our viewers. And then maybe we can do like a little more comment reading in the future ones. But other than that, thank you for joining.
And don't forget,
It's a high world.